Of the night. I'm not in there to try and knock Jake out in 10 seconds or 8 rounds. I'm gonna go in there and do a job. I'm gonna wanna hurt him. You know, I'm gonna wanna really hurt him in the ring. That's what I wanna do. That's what I'm here to do.
Breaking news erupts as Anthony Joshua shocks the entire arena by slapping Jake Paul during the latest press conference. Paul's trash talk pushed Joshua to the edge, and the heavyweight's fury was unmistakable. His message was simple. He plans to hurt Jake when they finally meet in the ring. Fans are stunned at the intensity and aggression on display.
If I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna break his face, I'm gonna break his body up, I'm gonna stomp all over him. That's my mentality, right? That's a fighter's mentality, and I know what's in my heart, I know what's in my mind, and I'm here to compete.
Roy Jones Jr. points to the icy calm Anthony Joshua carried leading into the press conference. Despite Jake Paul's antics, Joshua stayed focused and composed, showing the mindset of a seasoned champion. His presence made clear who controlled the room and who would control the fight.
Going through the motion, he's serious about it, you know, so I liked it.
Yeah, like his energy was like very calming throughout the week.
Yes, it was until...
Tony Bellew describes the press conference as a complete circus. Joshua's sudden move on Jake Paul turned the event into instant headline material. His single action reminded everyone why any gathering he's involved in becomes national news.
For the sport. It's not that it's bad, it's frightening. But listen, this isn't boxing as a sport, this is the circus.
Tony Bellew also highlights the massive scale of this matchup as Joshua and Paul dominate every sports headline. Fan interest has exploded, and with Joshua presenting himself as the overwhelming force in the buildup, the expectations for this showdown have reached new heights.
But I think this fight's just gone took another toll.
It's absolutely grabbed the public interest now to another level, isn't it?
This is quite simply the biggest fight this country's ever seen.
It's going to be huge.
Jake Paul tries to sound confident, but it's evident he is underestimating Anthony Joshua. Every word he throws out only increases anticipation for Joshua to prove why he's a former two-time world champion. Jake is stepping far above his level, and it shows.
Man, you know, he's a dumbass, and so it's gonna be apparent on Saturday when he's the one that gets knocked out. I mean, genuinely, fighters always say this, there's the back and forth, but here's, I'm being so honest, man, this guy is easy work.
Johnny Nelson makes it bluntly clear. Jake Paul is out of his depth. Anthony Joshua doesn't play games, and anyone crossing his path must deal with real consequences. Paul may be a showman, but Joshua's power, experience, and skill make this matchup dangerously one-sided.
Jake Paul is crazy. If he thinks he can get it with Anthony Joshua, former two-time heavyweight champion of the world, and play tiddlywinks, I don't think AJ plays touch. He plays knock.
Eddie Hearn paints a clear picture of the risk Jake Paul is taking. Joshua is a legitimate elite heavyweight, and stepping in with him is a danger that should never be underestimated. This is far from an ordinary event, it's a high-stakes gamble.
But I said to Jake Paul, you ain't in a box, mate, this ain't David Blaine. I said, so just be careful, because AJ will take your head clean off your shoulders, and it's you know, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
And you take on that responsibility, and we all have to, so we got to think about that. But this is Anthony fighting a top 50 cruiserweight in the world. It's not something that we would normally do.
Yeah.
Warren details the chaos playing out behind the scenes, yet the spotlight remains firmly on Joshua and Paul. No amount of drama can overshadow the intrigue surrounding this fight. Joshua's dominance and Paul's inexperience make the entire build-up impossible to ignore.
The penny dropped that the fight could never go forward, and some of the stuff that's come out since about people being, you know, the board being sued and something, and so forth, is just a non-runner. It's crazy. I mean,
Jake Paul boasts about timing and sneaky power, but Joshua has faced world-class fighters with far more devastating punches. Paul's bravado may entertain, but Joshua's experience makes it unlikely that any trick or surprise will protect him once the bell rings.
AJ, I just know that I have the power and the timing. It's the shots that you don't see coming that knock people out, and I'm a tricky knockout artist that people don't give me enough credit for. I've won knockout of the year. So he has to be careful, and I do have the timing, the speed, and the tricks up my sleeve to be able to hit a shot on this guy that he doesn't see coming that can put him to sleep 1000%.
Adam Smith explains that Joshua's slap on Jake Paul was unconventional but undeniably effective. It amplified the spectacle surrounding the fight and sent excitement soaring. Fans now expect Joshua to unleash controlled chaos in the ring, proving once again why his presence commands respect and exposes Paul's limitations.
Twice as big for the casual fans. Do we condone it? I mean, in boxing terms, should that happen at a head-to-head? Of course not, but these things do happen. This is the fight business, and it's just made it even bigger, and we wait to see what happens next. And
Tommy Fury doesn't hold back, stating Jake Paul is completely outmatched. Joshua's power and skill sit on a different level entirely. Even with severe disadvantages, Joshua would still dominate. Paul's confidence collapses under comparison to Joshua's pedigree, making this showdown feel destined to end quickly and decisively.
But if I can beat Jake Paul, then excuse my French, what the fuck is Anthony Joshua going to do to Jake Paul? I think my dad said that AJ could beat him with his prick, and I completely will back that up. Even if AJ had a broken arm in there, it still wouldn't go past.
Tony Bellew calls out the insanity of Jake Paul accepting this fight. The physical danger is extreme, the mismatch obvious, and Joshua's experience overwhelming. The event may be entertaining, but the realistic outcome points to a fast, brutal finish.
It's just a gross mismatch.
Yeah.
Like, you don't understand his health is in jeopardy. So, I'm not even entertaining it. I just think it's dangerous. And listen, I might have to work it, but it's just...
It's kind of ludicrous, isn't it, really?
It's insane. This boy is nuts. Is nuts. And I think he's putting his life before he's putting his life.
Frank Warren warns of the danger Jake Paul faces but emphasizes Joshua's discipline. Joshua isn't reckless, he knows exactly what he's doing. That combination of preparation and power makes Paul's challenge even more reckless and highlights how wide the gap truly is.
It's a dangerous fight. Of course, it's a dangerous fight, but I'm not here to be there selling their show. I've got no interest in the fighters from that perspective. I just think that he is a licensed boxer. He trains. He knows what he's getting involved with. He's not an idiot, and he knows what he's going to be up against. But he must believe in himself to do it.
Simon Jordan underlines the absurdity of Jake Paul thinking he can handle Anthony Joshua. Despite past setbacks, Joshua remains a two-time heavyweight champion with the size, skill, and experience to dominate. Paul's lack of true top-tier opponents makes this mismatch painfully obvious as fans await Joshua's mental and physical superiority to play out.
But Jake Paul going into a fight with Anthony Joshua, to me, is absurd. I mean, Anthony Joshua is a legitimate two-time heavyweight champion of the world. He may have got destroyed by Daniel Dubois, but notwithstanding, there's nothing physically wrong with Anthony Joshua that he can't execute. Mentally, he might be in a little bit of a difficult position.
Eddie Hearn captures the intensity Joshua brings into this fight. The face-off alone showed Joshua's focus. He isn't planning to waste time. His intentions are rooted in precision and dominance, not theatrics. Every punch will be calculated, every moment controlled. Jake Paul's bravado will likely crumble against Joshua's pressure, as the champion's elite experience takes over. If Joshua executes as planned, this fight could be entirely one-sided.
This is the delusion that can get you in a spot of bother, and I'm looking at AJ in the face-off and I'm seeing a guy who ain't messing around. And he won't mess around on December 19th. He will go out there with bad intentions, and he will end this fight nice and early, and we'll have a great Christmas, and then we'll move on, and normal service will be resumed in 2026, which is to try and get that shot at a world title.
Anthony Joshua's words reflect the mentality of a true champion. He has faced setbacks, rebuilt himself, and grown stronger each time. From Olympic triumphs to world titles, every challenge shaped him into a mentally unbreakable fighter. Jake Paul cannot match that depth of experience or discipline. Joshua will enter the ring with total control, ready to deliver a relentless, calculated performance. His past losses only fueled his hunger, and December 19th will show how experience and toughness overpower superficial confidence.
This is a one-round job, because AJ, even though he's past his best, even though he's seen better days, he throws a nice 1-2 down the middle. He's got a nice bit of distance. And fake Paul can't fight. He just can't. I don't care what anybody tells me. He can't fucking fight. He lost to Tommy Fury, for crying out loud.
The stage is set for one of the most anticipated heavyweight events in years as Anthony Joshua prepares to face Jake Paul. Everything from press conferences to expert analysis points to one truth: Joshua is in full command. Jake Paul's confidence may entertain, but he's entering the ring against a two-time world champion who has beaten far greater threats. Experts like Eddie Hearn and Carl Froch suggest this could end in a single round. Yet boxing always carries uncertainty. One punch can rewrite everything. December 19th will test courage, skill, and mentality like few fights ever do.